AAA games are famous for challenging gaming standards by introducing new and interesting ways to tackle video games. Or well, they used to be. But no AAA franchise has ever spun gaming on its head as much as Metal Gear. Started in 1987, the Metal Gear franchise quickly won the hearts of both players and incompetent game journalists through its stealth-based gameplay, complex story, and deeper allegories for real-life politics. And then there's the black sheep of the group, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which is quite possibly my favorite AAA game of all time. It's goofy, it's exhilarating, and it's just plain fun, but it's nothing like Metal Gear Solid. And to think that this game came out in 2013 from the same studio that made Babylon's Fall and still has a huge cultural impact is insane to me. There's people out there writing video essays to this day about the deeper meanings of this game, and who could forget the memes.
Nanomachine, son!
If you've spent more than a month on the internet, there's a good chance you've probably seen a Metal Gear Rising meme, you just don't know it. Be it a reaction gif or quotes that aren't even in the game. Unlike the Metal Gear Solid games, Rising replaces stealth and crappy Zoom meetings with fast-paced and extremely violent gameplay to the beat of music that perfectly encapsulates being an edgy teenager, featuring the stupidest plot since the last one. Thank you, Hinky Dink Kazuma. We take the role of Raiden, a child groomed into enlisting in the military who joined Maverick, a private military company, or PMC, whose goal is to maintain peace and protection around the world. And what better way to maintain that peace than by killing people? It's our job to take down the evil organization called the United States. Working under Maverick, we're tasked with protecting Black Elon Musk, the Prime Minister of unnamed African country number 42. Unfortunately, we're ambushed by members of Desperado, a rival PMC that, well, to put it lightly, share the same sentiments about world peace as any weapons manufacturer.
You aren't ready to taste the power of my NVIDIA RTX Blade. I got this thing with free shipping thanks to my BlackRock sponsorship.
Sir, your frame rate is capped. You have to download more RAM.
I'll just have to start overclocking. Hello, I like football.
Oh shit, Markiplier is uncapped FPS. We've got to get out of here. You guys heard of that Adrian Dittman guy?
Don't worry, Elon, we've got this. Welcome to the game. Welcome to the game, or at least the tutorial. Metal Gear Rising introduced one of the most groundbreaking mechanics in gaming during its time: 1,000-degree knife videos. You can cut practically anything in this game, including structures needed to progress the level. Blade mode is one of the most versatile combat mechanics in Metal Gear Rising. You can use it to strike weak spots, disorient enemies, or get that satisfying finishing strike. And despite Rising's extremely fast-paced gameplay, this slowdown to slice and dice complements the vibe more than breaking the flow.
Stop, put Elon down. No. What do you mean, no? Look around, Jack. A little internet drama could do wonders for the algorithm. But little Elon's been messing with our allegations on the hit website. Minecraft YouTube has just been a little too peaceful lately.
And your plan is to just frame some poor YouTubers?
Frame? Oh no, Jack. They're the ones eagerly reaching out to their fans. They brought this upon themselves.
I can't let you do this.
Well, then do something about it, Jack. I'd love to see you try.
Oh damn, how did I not notice that thing earlier?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the tutorial boss of the game. I'm using that word very lightly because this game's idea of a tutorial is a frame-dropping boss fight. That is the Metal Gear Ray, a literal namesake of the game, but I like to call it Optimus Prime, but he runs on GPT-4 and remembers all of your chat log history. Raiden, you are one twisted man. Thankfully, we clicked unsubscribe on that one email and opted out of physics, so we can just do that, and that, and that. I love this fight so much. The blend of ridiculousness in the choreography, paired alongside the kick-ass music, is the perfect introduction to what this game is all about. Speaking of music, this game's soundtrack puts Toby Fox to shame, just like literally any other video game. Rising's one of too few games to incorporate vocals into its songs. But let me tell you, when they hit, they hit. Oh, and in case you forgot, that was the tutorial. With the Ray out of the picture, we rush over to the train to confront Joe Rogan and Markiplier.
Why can't you bring back the whitelist? Smear campaigns just ain't what they used to be. Whatever happened to making up shit for the fun of it, when nobody cared about the drama, just that it was there?
Oh, hey, what if
Let
I
him
tell
go.
community notes to...
You ain't listening. All we're saying is, bring slander back. No! He's all yours, Mark.
Welcome to the next boss fight, if you can even call it that. I'm surprised this fight takes place on the train instead of in front of it. We have to face off against the infamous Markiplier as he teaches us the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, so the first fight isn't really bad in any of the games.
My 20/20 vision.
Should have kept your eye on the prize, Jack.
Shut the fuck up.
Tell me, Raiden, which hand do you use at night?
My left one, why?
Great! You see, Jack, this is what happens when your government prioritizes the $4.6 million Walmart turkey breast over health insurance.
You see, it's funny because people die.
Oh shit! Don't worry, Jack. Like William Afton, I always come back.
So it's been at least 3 to 5 business days, and Raiden is flying over US airspace to go to... Holy shit.
Doctor, I'm trying to get to my destination as fast as I can, but the sheer resonance of my ass cheeks is causing turbulence. Shut the fuck up, Raiden. I'm grinding Hulk 2.6, and this guy just counterpushed on the left lane. You should almost be there.
After we experience what it feels like to fly first class with American Airlines, we head over to the heart of democracy, Russia. Thanks to our new makeover, Raiden unlocks a new ability, Gatorade bending. Hideo Kojima was such a big fan of electrolytes, he decided to make it a mechanic in Metal Gear Rising. And what better way to siphon those same powers that fuel every American professional athlete than to get it straight from the tap, by ripping out people's spines and using them to fuel your rampage. Oh, 1 second, I've got a call.
Kept you waiting, huh? Snake, this is the wrong Metal Gear game. Out of the 11 games, you chose the singular one where this joke wouldn't make sense. I know, man, but the writers couldn't come up with a creative way of putting in this reference on such short notice. Oh yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I mean, you are the Solid Snake after all. I am Snake. Okay. This guy's such a tool bag.
Mr. Beast employee detected. Ow.
Who the fuck are you?
I used to work for Mr. Beast.
What happened?
He didn't let me spend company funds on chew toys.
And so now you're out for anyone remotely related to the guy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Checks out.
The Blade Wolf fight is probably one of the most humbling experiences in this game. Everything before this was smooth sailing, apart from the occasional rough patch. But this fight really reminds you that you're playing a video game, and a hard one at that. Metal Gear Rising's defense is offense. There's no dodge or roll, all you've got is the good old-fashioned parry. And if you don't know how to parry more than one attack, well, it's time to learn. Thankfully, DocPack404 gets tired of exposing people and calls into commentary YouTubers, allowing us to guzzle down more electrolytes than a guy taking free samples at a Costco. With the power of American football coursing through our veins, we can finally take Blade Wolf down and restore Mr. Beast's reputation. Or maybe not. After Blade Wolf is done monologuing, somehow, we head to our actual destination, Chernobyl.
I've been playing GTA 5 RP with you for months, and you never thought to tell me you were married?
Who are you?
Oh my god, she spoke to me.
Oh, I do not like that.
Watch out, Raiden. She's got a level 3 hype train.
Oh my god, is that a woman?
How nice of you to drop by, Raiden.
Please don't get any closer.
Mods, can we put a poll on? You know, Raiden, I've noticed that you aren't a tier 3 subscriber.
Yeah, I was too busy watching Hassan's empty chair, since that's more entertaining than anything you could muster up.
Well, it looks like the results are in. I'm sorry, Raiden, but Shat wants you dead. And so do I.
Of all the bosses in Metal Gear Rising, Mistral's is probably the most forgettable. It has the potential to be a really fun fight, especially after Raiden achieves the miracle of flight, when you enable no-clip. And apart from the all-too-frequent confrontations with the Epstein Bionicle, it's actually really enjoyable. The problem isn't the battle itself, it's just that all the other bosses overshadow this one. I mean, after all, I like it when women hit me.
Finally found what I was looking for. A place where I can be without remorse. Because I am a stranger who has found an even stranger war. I finally found what I was looking for.
Alright, that's enough hot tub streams for you. I don't know, maybe there's some hidden message behind making the only female boss fight in your game the most annoying.
Her channel! She's banned! You ruined everything! How am I going to promote my NFTs now? When I die, you'll never find our secret base at 301 Negro Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico! These are the coordinates. What the fuck?
Time, Dr. Freeman?
After melting down Reactor 4 for the second time, we head over to the wonderful land of Breaking Bad to look for Gustavo Fring's underground lab.
Raiden, are you wearing a sombrero?
It's my disguise. I'm trying to blend in with the crowd.
You're gonna give me an aneurysm.
Adios, amigos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sewers, or as I like to call it, the ape exhibit. You're going to be taking on an entire British Parliament worth of monkeys in an environment that can only be beaten by Asmongold's room.
James Marston, what did you do with Big Chungus? We know you're the sus imposter.
I hope you enjoy fighting these things, because I don't, and it's all you're going to be doing for the next 30 minutes.
Oh my god, it's an EDP 445 meet and greet. I've got to save that child.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
Hey, it's okay. I don't have a TikTok account.
You speak English?
What the fuck is he saying?
Good need dressed like the mafia say. But that mother's gone don't pickable dirty container.
Listen, kid, I don't know what happened to the $2.3 trillion on September 10th.
After abandoning the child, we can finally play through the rest of this shit show of a level. Our favorite Russian president, Boris Yeltsin, tells us that the desperados are storing children's brains in state-of-the-art pickle jars, which are then used to control the brigades of Harambes we cleaned up earlier. But to find out why, we get to roleplay as the NSA in this wasted game mode. Now we can finally know what it's like to watch someone through their webcam, just as our glorious government does every day. Desperado's plan is to rebuild the war economy by artificially prolonging the conflict in Syria and Donbass and making the big bucks by selling their weapons to the military. And what better way to pilot these AVA units than by consulting Gustavo Fring himself? To find the man behind the plan, we have to venture deeper into the facility, where we encounter a generic giant robot boss fight number 14.3 billion. And after a grueling 6 hours of stunlocking, we finally get through. Don't worry, this guy's a normal enemy in the next mission.
Oh no, so many children. But there's no way I could possibly say, oh, I don't know, break this glass.
Hey, step back or this kid gets it.
Are you for real? You really brought a gun to a knife fight?
So it's been a couple minutes of staring at the loading screen, and Joe Raiden is on his way to campaign at the most miserable place in the United States, Denver, Colorado.
Oh man, I'm just gonna take my eyes off the road for a second to enjoy my favorite regularly programmed entertainment. I love America. Ah, so that's where all our tax money's going. Fucking rocket launchers.
Stand down, boys. He's white.
Ah, thank you, officer. I was just enjoying the new Taylor Swift album and didn't notice—
All right. I've heard enough. Lethal force is authorized.
Oh, shit. Welcome to Denver, where we play in the hypothetical dystopia where our government and law enforcement is held under the thumb of a mega corporation. Imagine if this was real life. That would be insane, wouldn't it?
Look, Jack, I've turned myself into a billboard.
Oh, great.
Let me give you some advice, Jack. There is no such thing as a Sigma male. You're not some protagonist. You're just a tool bag with no friends.
That's not true.
It's over, Jack. I've already depicted you as the Soy Jack, and myself as the Chad. Look at yourself. You can't even project yourself on a building. How about you go back to scrolling YouTube shorts, huh?
Ugh, that's not the point.
Shut the fuck up and listen for once.
There he is. What is that haircut? Stand still! How does he somehow look worse than Pyrocynical? What's up with his jaw?
You did it, Raiden. You learned how to experience basic fucking empathy. Maybe now you will finally be able to change the... Oh, damn.
After successfully defunding the police, Raiden has an aneurysm from accidentally clicking on a Lanky Box video. With a slight movement debuff, we now enter the mandatory stealth section. You know, at some point.
How much do you enjoy chopping, Jack the Ripper? You could say I'm a huge fan.
What?
My name is Steve Hoffman, but you can call me Monsoon. Thank you for the gold, kind stranger.
Please stop.
What's wrong? It's truly an r/dank memes moment.
You're not a Reddit mod, you're a fucking Nintendo Virtual Boy.
I may be a virtual boy, Jack, but I'm also the alpha. It's kill or be killed out here, Jack, and you're just a beta cuck. Don't you see? Free will is a myth. Religion is a joke. We're all pawns controlled by something greater. Memes, the DNA of the soul. They are the culture. They are everything we pass on.
Yeah, well, how about you roleplay as Kurt Cobain? Is that a meme?
No, you dipshit. You're never gonna make people laugh with edgy humor like that.
You're right. I mean, about humor.
What?
Your memes are fucking woke, Steve. I'm going back to R9K, where comedy is king.
That's literally the only downgrade imaginable.
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors. But Raiden, that's insane. Wait, cringe inhibitors? What the fuck are you talking about? You know, the thing that stops me from having an aneurysm when I open Facebook. Is that an acronym? Or like, do it! Okay.
You think you could just Alt F4, Jack? It's never that shrimple.
I'm starting to see what you're getting at. If being funny is what it's really all about, then your circle jerk posts are far from it.
Okay, buddy, chicanery.
During this battle against Apple, we have to use 100% of the human brain to survive against his moderately slow lightspeed attacks. If you really enjoyed fighting Blade Wolf, boy do I have news for you. This guy throws helicopters for sport, can teleport whenever the fuck, and his preferred form of defense is requiring you to recall middle school geometry class.
Got a bucket of chicken.
And best of all, Spez's weapon of choice is a pair of used heroin needles provided by the homeless of Skid Row. Finally, a balanced battle between me and my carpal tunnel.
And we all know who's winning that one.
Happy Hanukkah, Jack! The memes.
You are decapitated.
Don't you dare repost my memes.
Don't worry, your memes end here.
No, I left you one last one.
How the fuck is that a meme? Raiden finally makes it to the front door to where Joe Rogan records his podcast, with some minor stab wounds.
Ugh, damn it, I need a token black person.
What the fuck?
These wounds are making me delirious. Give me some of that nitrous.
Bro, I'm all out of weapons.
Holy shit.
Upon entering the Bass Pro obelisk, the feds bust in and try to stop me from invoking my Second Amendment rights. We're forced to take matters into our own hands.
Raiden, I've spent all my money on CSGO cases. I'm going to need you to destroy all records of my credit card debt. Peace and goodwill among men.
We use our Spidey sense to locate Bank of America servers and proceed to send them to the past tense. This must be what it feels like to drive all the way to work on a Saturday. After leaking classified military documents on the War Thunder forums, yet again, we make our way through the Bosnian-Serbian border, and our favorite mini-boss is back too. After getting past Navy SEAL training, we enter the... what the fuck? So it turns out that Joe Rogan is a down bad weeb. So down bad, in fact, that he filled his entire building up with ninjas to protect his manga collection. Don't worry, they still use guns, as all ninjas should. After escaping Ninjago, we enter the world's first elevator designed to support Gorlock the Destroyer, on which we fight an infinity gauntlet of enemies for far too long as I reenact my time working for Roy Cooper. How tall is this fucking building? This is half the level. Boy oh boy, I wonder what's behind this door. I sure hope it isn't yet another fucking elevator. Oh. I'd like to welcome you to my very original boss fight, featuring 0 reused content. This battle is a great point to see just how far we've come, both in skill and patience dealing with fun and intuitive gameplay. Thank goodness that's done. Now we can—
Hello, Raiden.
Oh my god. How bold of the developers to make me deal with Monsoon again after like 30 minutes.
Look, it's Baby Gronk, and he's calling out the Rizzler. That's a meme.
Well, if it ain't the YouTube police.
Unhand these pickle jars, Joe. They're kids.
And kids are cruel. All people are. They just lose touch with it as they get older. Start thinking they know what's right and wrong. Crypto scam this, cancel culture that. Kids, you can mold, manipulate them to believe in all kinds of drama. And there's nothing like a good old drama to keep the ad revenue coming.
That's why I'm shutting you down.
You just don't see the bigger picture, do you? Jamie, pull up the clown camera. Say you bring this whole place down. Manage to stop all these uploads from coming out. Nothing changes. We've got millions of commentary channels ready around the world. We're just suppliers. We don't create the demand for drama.
Then who does? The Leafy era's long over.
You think Leafy made the market for drama? Like every channel out there is some big old conspiracy? Bullshit! Drama's just part of who we are. Why fight it? Demand for these kinds of videos is about to skyrocket. Like the good old days after 9/11.
Lois Griffin.
I'll tell you all about it outside, away from the original content in here. There's nothing wrong with making all this slop. This is just the new norm of how things are. And we can't have you causing any disturbances.
Now activating criticism deflectors.
Like I said, kids are cruel, Jack. And I love minors.
Now squaring off against the podcast menace himself, we're forced to challenge our ability to swing our sword, but carefully. This fight has 2 stages, with each being more underwhelming than the last, as well as a helicopter for some reason. Sundowner's shields are, you guessed it, shields, and you explode when you even slightly grace them. This means it's up to us to meticulously cut off all of his shields so he can play the game. Or you can just not care about his shields altogether and defeat him the long and stupid way. But once you do get past his criticism deflectors, this fight becomes as short as a 10-year-old's attention span. So enjoy that second phase while you can, because like Sundowner, this music slaps.
I'm fucking invincible! When the wind is slow and the fire's hot, the vulture waits to see what rots. Oh, how pretty, all the scenery, this is nature's sacrifice. When the air blows through with a brisk attack, the reptile tail ripped from its back. Where the sun sets, we will not forget the red sun over paradise.
Now that we're done role-playing as a Spotify executive, we load ourselves onto a helicopter to go and...
Doctor? When the fuck did you get a helicopter?
Ah, hello, Raiden. Gaben finally let me unbox a gold.
Of course.
Are you familiar with gacha games, Raiden? They're really creative and engaging video games that help challenge...
Well, I've heard enough.
Raiden survives the Genshin impact and is forced to play through a previous level, but backwards. Ooh, how transformative. Thank you, level designers. Very cool. Oh shit, free bike.
So, as I was saying before, Raiden, there's really nothing wrong with mobile games that...
This guy is such a tool bag.
Well, look who finally showed up, and with my bike no less.
Skip cutscene.
What? You still owe me $30, you greasy fuck.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
In this honorable duel, it's up to us to defeat the weakest Brazilian male. And the best part is, this fight has no gimmicks. No sentient testicles, no shields, and no monsoon telling me about Reddit gold. It's just you, the sunset, and your soon-to-be disassembled keyboard. And Sam doesn't hold back. He will challenge every single one of your neurons and your fingers until you're at your breaking point. Raiden manages to disarm Sam's blade, which makes him go absolutely nuts and somehow makes the fight harder.
Hey Raiden, check out this cool feature I found.
Sam makes sure to fully channel his Brazilian energy to make this fight as infuriating as possible. And when he picks up that sword, God have mercy, because he won't.
Playtime's over!
So this is it then. You bested me in battle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Raiden, you need to watch Edge of Sleep.
What the fuck? No. Now that we've put an end to your favorite YouTuber, Raiden notices that Sam actually had no cybernetic enhancements beyond his arm when he, well... So basically, some random Brazilian guy beat the shit out of us after we recreated the ending of Evangelion without using any Razer or Alienware gaming products. Raiden, why are you running? You literally just murdered a man over a bike. Go use it.
Oh, yes. Give me some of that.
That girl is 14 years old.
So we break into SpaceX headquarters to take advantage of all of our Twitter Blue benefits.
Oh my god, Raiden! Hey Sonny, how's your YouTube channel going? Great. Some people still think I'm some fat Australian bastard who hates trans people.
That's great, honey. Ah, so this is where all the Twitter revenue goes.
Yep, just before you go, I'll need you to fill out...
Now with our ride figured out, we blast off to the safest country in the world, Pakistan. Something really hard to tell from the invigorating gameplay of this last level is that, it's 3 rooms. The developers just gave up at this point. Raiden finds what's left of his pet dog after trying to recreate a Family Guy episode.
No! I know I shouldn't have given you that Feastables bar.
But before we can do anything, the spirit of Adam Smith summons Mr. Krabs from the earth like the cockroaches in my kitchen.
Well, if it isn't Saucy Jack.
Bro, are you high?
Am I what?
High.
Yes, hello. Look, Jack, let's get this over with quickly. I've got to go back to getting America's kids addicted to galaxy gas.
What is galaxy gas?
Absolutely fucking peak, Raiden. Checked the internet lately?
Raiden, hop on Twitter. You need to see this.
It's all just furry shit.
What the fuck is your For You page?
I don't even know, man.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Thirst traps, drama, memes. All petty distractions preventing people from finding the real content. YouTube has gone woke. All this talk about optimization, beastification, people stealing thumbnails, padding runtimes. It's all a piece of shit.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
I don't watch H-Bomber Guy, Jack. I can plagiarize and say whatever I want.
What?
You wouldn't get it. Now, I've got some gaming to do.
Now we're squaring off with none other than Microsoft Excel Sus. It's called that because it perfectly simulates what it's like to participate in the Microsoft Excel World Championships. They made math an esport. This fight also has some really, jolly music. Okay, that's enough. I don't want Mariah Carey's lawyers putting me on live leak. Then we perform a quick little amputation to have a sword fight with Armstrong over who gets to run the Krusty Krab. If your game doesn't have anything like this, I'm not interested.
Ugh, that Chipotle did not hit the spot. Played college ball, you know.
At some cushy Ivy League.
Try Wii Sports. Could've gone pro if I hadn't invested in the metaverse. I'm not one of those Madden playing pansies. Let me show you what a real field goal looks like.
Wait a second. Football's not even on Wii Sports.
Here comes the pitch.
That doesn't even relate to football. Huh?
Can I borrow this?
What? Typical influencer.
What?
All you care about is your views and retention. You don't want to bring back authentic YouTube. You just want to make it a trend. You're miles away from originality.
Alright. The truth, then. I do need subscribers. And views. Wanna know why? I have a dream.
What?
That one day, every creator can make the content they care about. Not constrained by retention pandering or shitty trends. Where every man is free to make the content they truly believe in. Where the regulations change to suit the video, not the other way around. Fuck all these limp dick clout chasers and chicken shit VTubers. Fuck this 24/7 internet spew of reaction and content farm bullshit. Fuck unaliving. Fuck the brain rot. Fuck all of it. I'm going to build a new YouTube where we won't have to worry about videos underperforming or getting demonetized. A true platform of free speech and originality, just how the founding fathers intended. And I want you, Raiden, by my side. What do you say? Are you willing to make one more video?
I was wrong about you. You're not greedy. You're fucking content-brained!
God damn it! Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
I'm sorry, Senator, but maybe the real revengeance was the friends we made along the way.
You done? Looks like you're the tool bag now.
Wait. Look at how far you've come. Every poorly written lunatic you beat just so this stupid bit could drag on for the entire length of the game. You always had the strength to overcome. Also, Markiplier pulled a GLaDOS.
That's right. I finally managed to convert my entire brain into a 1 megabyte zip file. The reason I always clowned on you, Jack, was because you simply didn't install the newest version of Optifine.
Why, you little...
Just this once, I'll send you the real download link and not some cheap IP grabber, so you can know what it's like to be a real gamer.
I'm so fucking done with PETA!
Armstrong!
I've made it this far dealing with your fucking bullshit, but this is where I draw the line. I've always said my sword was a tool of justice, but this isn't my sword.
Hey guys, welcome to the final boss. Now that we've successfully pissed off Liver King, we can finally finish this acid trip of a video game with one last battle. And let me tell ya, Armstrong really tests our metal, Gear Rising. His ability to pull a reverse Michael Jackson, have a mild temper tantrum, and summon volcanoes like it's nothing make this fight damage my frame rate more than it damages my fingers. And he has the power of cellular data, so of course he can heal himself faster than it takes ChatGPT to give up on answering my question. Armstrong is probably one of my favorite final bosses in all of gaming, and that's quite the accomplishment, especially considering we don't really see Armstrong before the final confrontation. A good video game boss acts as the final test of the game's mechanics, requiring the player to recall everything they've learned and hopefully mastered along their journey, including things that aren't necessarily directly taught to the player. Metal Gear Rising's finale is just that. The animation cues of Blade Wolf, the scripted Blade Mode segments of Mistral, the reliance on parrying in the Monsoon battle, Sundowner's need for precision when in Blade Mode, and Sam's stress on defensive fighting. All of this culminates in Armstrong's final showdown, and it's a masterpiece. Armstrong is a commentary on politics. Your first interaction with him, like many real politicians, has him hiding his true goals, trying to appeal to the majority for approval. But as it turns out, Armstrong hates all of it. Politics, war, corporate shilling, the current internet culture, it's all been used to take away people's freedoms and identities. It's the shallow, materialistic culture that Armstrong originally claimed to support, but honestly, it disgusts him. And looking at the internet today, I can't really blame him. Armstrong has a dream. It's just unfortunate that that dream is social Darwinism. Armstrong wanted to remove the corruption of America. He didn't want stereotypical smokescreen politicians like him. He wanted people like Sam and Raiden, those who had to struggle and fight their way up to the top to maintain their positions. Those are the people that Armstrong wants at the top of his new world. Not the trillionaires who focus on lining their own pockets and pretend to care about the people they step on to have it their way. People sacrifice their passions in pursuit of empty promises of money and an easier life. Armstrong wanted to abuse the system, to put an end to the abuse. It's these things that make this game resonate so much with me. Unlike the other Metal Gear games that usually have the villain monologuing and enticing me to spam the skip button, Armstrong made me stop and think about what he's saying. And you know what I think? He's batshit insane. Every time Raiden finishes off an enemy in Metal Gear Rising, he uses his Zendatsu to absorb the nanomachines within and continue fueling his rampage. And when he bursts Armstrong's heart, it's a symbolism of him absorbing the man's ideals. You can kill the man, but not the idea. Metal Gear Rising is a Neo meme. It's a game whose story focuses so strongly on building a narrative, and yet it is in and of itself one big meme. It's the blend of Rising's brilliant narrative, stellar gameplay, and unexpectedly silly approach to what could have been a very serious game that makes it stand out. It has a deeper meaning if you want to look, but it doesn't get in the way of you turning off your brain and having a good time if you choose to. And it's a game you can mold to change what it means, just like this video. Like memes, it's something we can pass on. And that's what makes it, in my opinion, the greatest meme, if not game, of all time. Leading to a revival of the Team Fortress 2 community. And in other news, YouTube celebrity and omelet connoisseur Stephen Armstrong was found dead in Pakistan after announcing his plan to tour the forests of Japan.
The son of a bitch actually pulled it off.
What do you think Raiden's up to now?
I'm sure he's doing just fine. Now, for more pressing matters, Supercell just announced that they were going to roll out 11...
Let's dance. Okay. Let's dance.